Hey, it's Game Hydro. We got another video for you about Pocket Ultimate, formerly known as Pocket Pixel. We're going to go over the ins and outs of Pokemon team building, such as how to change your Pokemon, how to upgrade your Pokemon, how to get more Pokemon, how to get legendaries, how to get Supremes, and what the absolute best Pokemon teams are. If you can even make a tier list out of all the Pokemon and whatnot, how to unlock Pokemon of different generations, re-roll starters, things like that. So, first thing we're going to go over, because this tends to be in-demand topic, is how to change the Pokemon on your team. So, in order to do that, you're going to go to the you're going to hit the little Game Boy Advance right here. Now, that icon gives me a little bit of nostalgia. I played way too much Pokemon on the Game Boy Advance growing up. Hit the Pokemon button, and you got your main Pokemon team on the left. And then if you hit that little computer icon that's next to your bottom Pokemon, it will show the PC, which, just like in the Game Boy games, is where your excess Pokemon go that aren't in your active team. So in order to change which Pokemon you have, hit the... God, I can't hardly read that. I think this game was built for a tablet. Hit the access button, I'm pretty sure that is. Now you can organize your Pokemon here by rarity if you want to, or just hit the all button. So to take a Pokemon out of your active team, you're going to double tap that Pokemon. It doesn't have to be a fast double tap. It can be a slow double tap. You're just going to double tap. Now, to put a new Pokemon in your team, you're going to single tap them, and they will be added to your team. Double tap, single tap. So you can use that to switch out Pokemon however you want to. Over here, you got the mark area. You can mark certain Pokemon as your favorite, or you can unmark them. Obviously, I think Moltres might be my favorite here. So that prevents any sort of loss of a Moltres. However, you can still switch them between the computer and the active team, but you can't release them. Now, once you finish the Violet City quest in this game, you will be able to release Pokemon that you don't want to keep anymore, which is good, because if you're catching a lot of Pokemon, if you're going into the grass, you're hunting, or if you are kind of pay to win and you're playing the Gacha a lot, you're going to end up with a lot of duplicate Pokemon. Don't really want to keep the duplicate Pokemon around. Unless, for whatever reason, you want multiples within the same team. Now, you can level them up. Use one, use all. I just like hitting use all. And you can evolve any Pokemon that are evolution eligible. Obviously, Moltres is not, but this Ivysaur that we just evolved... Okay, this computer needs to get out of here. This Ivysaur that we just evolved from a Bulbasaur, we got him to level 15, and so he was able to evolve into Ivysaur. Once we are at level 35, it'll be able to evolve into Venusaur, and then after that, Mega Venusaur. You can change out moves as you upgrade to certain levels. Just like in the Game Boy games, new moves will come available. And you can star them up and increase the grade if you got enough materials to do so. And star ratings can get pretty high in this game, of course. 6 stars, 7 stars, etc. And then later on you can unlock star level, and you can change the individual values as well, just like in your favorite official Pokemon games. Do we really have another upgrade to use on Ivysaur? Yes, we do. And when you're replacing moves, you can either pick the move you want to get rid of, or you can just hit the X button if you don't want to learn the new move. So, Takedown, that has... wish it said how much actual attack power it has, but you can pick a skill to get rid of. But takedown's pretty powerful, more powerful than tackle, of course. Steals hit points from the target every turn. I like life steal skills, so I am going to... Damn, I don't know which one. You know what? Screw it. Tackle. So that's how to level up, power up, change out, switch up your Pokemon. Now, how to use the Gacha in order to get what you want. If you spin the Gacha, the Pokemon Gacha, 10 times, you get a legendary Pokemon. And then there's others like this Gold and Silver Gacha right here. You spin that 10 times, you get a legendary Pokemon. So use your Gacha tokens wisely. You can also choose to just do the Pokemon Gashapon machine. You can do a random one. Or, see this generation marker here? You can change the generation anywhere between Gen 1 and Gen 6, plus Gen 7, whenever it gets added to the Pokemon Gashapon machine. Alright, now, as far as re-rolling, really the main way to do that is to log out, start a new account, log back in. You'll get a choice of any starter Pokemon from any generation, except for Pikachu. You'll get a choice of any one of the 3 from literally generations 1 through 7. So, honestly, with 30 years of Pokemon having been... with 30 years of Pokemon having been released, at this point, everybody has their favorite starters. So you can pick your favorite starter in this game. Generally, the stats run fairly close in this game, although sometimes there can be some differences as far as a Pokemon tier list or a Pokemon team tier list, too. There's been 30 years of Pokemon tier lists getting made. They've been getting made since Prodigy and AOL were the main ways to get on the internet. So, plus... there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon in this game. You can go to the Pokédex once you unlock it to see all the Pokemon. You got 71 different starters in their evolutions, 175 Gen 1s, 96 Gen 2s, 147 Gen 3s, 119 Gen 4s, 165 Gen 5s, 88 Gen 6s, and 89 Gen 7s. If you're a Pokemon casual, you probably more likely have played Pokemon Go compared to some of the Game Boy games. So, or Pokemon Unite and things like that. Pokemon Masters EX. Use the stats and the type advantages that you learned about in those games as kind of a guide to help you figure out what Pokemon to add to your active party here. Either way, though, there's a million ways to skin a cat and a million ways to build a Pokemon team, so it's kind of hard to say what the tier list should be. But a good general rule of value, if you want the most powerful team, load that thing up with legendaries and supremes. If you don't want it to be too overpowered, or certain legendaries are against the rules in player versus player battles, then load it up with your favorite evolve forms from the old games. Simple stuff. Anyways, yeah, this is Game Hydro. Hope you enjoyed this little run through of Pokemon team building. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed that, and if you enjoy our videos so far about Pocket Ultimate.